There are a few different works of art that I could talk about, but I think the one I'm going to focus on today is the Sistine Chapel in Rome. I saw this work of art several years ago now. I went to Rome with my sister on holiday and we stayed there for 3 or 4 days, and while we were there we decided to have a look around the Vatican, which is a gargantuan museum in the heart of the city. And from the outside it's very impressive, I'd say awe-inspiring actually. The architecture is really majestic and ancient, it's very beautiful. But we took a tour inside the Vatican, and at the end of the tour we were taken into the Sistine Chapel, and this is where the piece of art was on display. So it's actually the ceiling of the chapel. It was painted by Michelangelo about 500 years ago, and the most striking detail among all the kind of elaborate paintwork is a small piece in the centre called the creation of Adam. And in this particular part of the ceiling there are 2 figures depicted. One is supposed to represent Adam and the other represents God, and the 2 of them are kind of touching hands. And this is probably the most well-known part of the whole ceiling. But it's a very strange atmosphere in there because you're not allowed to take photos, even though there are lots of tourists milling about, and everybody wants to sort of preserve the moment for posterity. If any flashes go off or anything like that, then there are security who will kind of reprimand people. You've also got to be quiet, you're not allowed to talk too loudly, so there's a very reverential atmosphere and a kind of hush about the whole place. So yeah, it was very memorable and an incredible experience to get to look at this particular piece of artwork. And I think that's 2 minutes.